Turns out I didn't have a timer here the whole time. I didn't even see it once.
No problem.
All right. So my first question is, can you break down your crypto portfolio by percentage, making clear Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash?
Sure. So the percentages change daily. I think most people are interested in the terms, the dollar value of the different percentages. And any smart investor, diversify, diversify, diversify. Don't put all of your net worth in cryptocurrencies, and certainly don't put all of your net worth in one single cryptocurrency. Hold a basket of cryptocurrencies. So I hold more Bitcoin Cash than anything else because it still has part of the Bitcoin name. It has all the reasons that made Bitcoin popular to begin with. But I even hold some BTC. Not much. I have been selling a lot more this last week actually because the price is so attractive. And even if you think that BTC is much more likely to get more traction around the world, I think the exchange rate between BTC and BCH at the moment is somewhere in the ballpark of 13-1. I don't think BTC is 13 times more likely to get more traction than Bitcoin Cash in the world. And I'll concede, maybe it's twice as likely. Maybe it's 3 or 4 times as likely. It's not 13 times as likely. So I've been selling a bit more BTC for Bitcoin Cash, but I own Ethereum, Ripple, Dash, Monero, Zcoin, Zcash. I own a whole basket of cryptocurrencies because any smart investor likes to diversify. So percentage-wise, man, the internet's so horrible on the boat and the prices have been so volatile, I don't know. I'd have to check and I'll have to get back to you next time.
Okay.
But it's more Bitcoin Cash than anything else, I will tell you that.
Okay. And in the upcoming fork, can you explain the differences between Craig Wright's Satoshi Vision versus Jihan Wu's Bitcoin ABC, and also who you are going to be supporting?
So I think a pretty big common misconception at this point. I don't think there's going to be a fork or a split in Bitcoin Cash in November. I'd be really surprised if there is. What I think is going on is that there's a little bit of ideological, very, very slight difference between two camps in the Bitcoin Cash camp. And I think a lot of the BTC people that are super angry that Bitcoin Cash is trying to claim that we have more Bitcoiners about us than the BTC chain does, which I think I proved pretty conclusively here with my slides. Those people are very angry and they see this little tiny crack within the BCH ecosystem and they're trying to widen it and make it into this great big giant fight that it's not. So we've been running Bitcoin Unlimited since we started our pool on pool.bitcoin.com, and I think we're probably likely to stick with Bitcoin Unlimited unless something major changes.
Right. Thank you. And so my last question actually is, you were talking about fundamentals. So I'd like to go into fundamentals, and investors and institutional investors is obviously a big part of the news. So in this space, there's a lot of confusion for institutional investors right now, especially where they should get in, which coin, how you can even calculate what type of CAPM, IRR, if it makes sense from a risk ratio reward. Now, Bitcoin Cash has been down 50% to Bitcoin in the past 3 months. Can you explain why an institutional investor would choose Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin when it seems that it would be the safer and more interesting speculative investment?
I think they should go back and watch Miko's slides where he showed the little tiny, for those of you that weren't in the room, Miko showed a little tiny snippet of the Apple stock where it went down a whole bunch, and then he zoomed out and you can see what happened afterwards. And I've been in Bitcoin. I remember, I bought my first Bitcoin at a little less than $1 each. And I remember in 2011 watching Bitcoin go from $1 to $30 and think, oh my God, this is amazing. What an incredible thing. And then I watched it go from $30 all the way down to $2. Right? More than a 90% drop. But I didn't sell a single one because the fundamentals were there. The fundamentals were so clear that Bitcoin was going to become used as a person-to-person, worldwide, peer-to-peer electronic cash system. And so I held every single one, and then as we all know, Bitcoin then went from $2 to $20,000 over the next couple of years. And the fundamentals that drove that price rise and that adoption around the world are still present in Bitcoin Cash. Those fundamentals are no longer present in BTC. So that's why I'm more than happy to hold my Bitcoin Cash along the way. And yeah, it's been down a lot this year. Not nearly as much as it was in 2011 when I was a believer. And so I'm a fan and a believer in Bitcoin Cash today for the exact same reasons I was a fan and a believer in Bitcoin in 2011.
Great, thank you.